Hey guys, welcome back. I apologize for the lack of content for the last week or 2 weeks. I took some time off last week, and then a lot of the repairs since I've been back have just been pretty small repairs, nothing too interesting, no major repairs, just really running repairs as I call it. I'm going to try and put a video together of compiling a couple small repairs together into one, and I do have some other work lined up, so that'll be coming up. But yeah, so I'm heading to a truck down on a job site. The complaint is sounds like he's losing air pressure, so we're going to go look at that. I was already on my way to go put a stick cylinder on another excavator for another customer, so we'll stop at this truck, have a quick look, see what I can come up with, hopefully get him on his way, then go put the stick cylinder on. And then I got to go to another Cat 322 for some small things. It needs batteries, it needs the horn's not working, needs a track pad replaced. So hoping to do all this in a day. It's probably going to be a late one and a lot of driving. The one job is 3 hours away, so from where I am now, so it's probably going to be 7 hours of driving today. Could be, but anyway, stay tuned and thanks for watching. Okay, so this truck wouldn't build air past 60 psi at all, so I disconnected the motor valve line, and I just think the compressor was unloading. Governor was stuck or something, so we're going to release the brake and pump the brakes down, see if the air pressure will come back up or if it'll get stuck. Hopefully alright, so hopefully he can get by for the day, and we'll get a governor for the compressor and get that changed out at the end of the day if they can hopefully get through the day without any issues. So we'll carry on to the next. Stick cylinder put on, crushes up all this aluminum material, so we'll get stick cylinder put on, and get started with that. on the sight glass, and then we'll position the machine to check it properly. Stick all the way in at a 90 degree, and yeah, so put some oil in, and then recheck it, top it up, and if everything's good, we'll be done. Alright, so that 6 cylinders done on that excavator. We're going to move along and go to, I got to drop off a fuel injection pump at an injection pump shop. Now, there's a story to that one. That'll be for another video. But it's 2 hours away, so we're going to drive there, drop it off, and then we're going to drive another, probably an hour to another machine and fix it once they're done for the day, which will probably be around 5:36. So yeah, we'll head that way and see what the day brings, the rest of the day. All right, here we are. 3 hours, what feels like 3 hours later. It's about, I think it's 5:30 or close to 6. Yeah, close to 6 p.m. So, and we're just getting to this machine now. The operator was nice enough to park it right at the side here, and he put the battery box on the side. We're changing batteries right to the path, and he was even nice enough to bring the track around where I'm changing the track pads. So I'm gonna put track pad, batteries, and diagnose why the horn doesn't work. The wires look like they're on, so let's see what that is. Yeah, so we'll get to work and hopefully get this stuff done in a reasonable time. Well, we don't have to get the torches out. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. Something will come around the corner, guaranteed. Oh yeah. Okay. Amazing. Bolts came right out. We're gonna grind this link clean with a grinder, get all this dirt out, and probably clean up the bottom of this new track pad. It looks like it's been sitting a while. Get the rust off, shiny, metal to metal, and get our new bolts in. Alright, everything is clean, link, and track pad. So we'll get that track pad thrown on and get the bolts in, run them tight, figure out what the torque is, and torque the bolts. Alright, so we got the bolt, or we got the track pad on, and I've just run the bolts in with the impact gun lightly. So looking on SIS, the track pads are, you torque them to 295 foot-pounds plus or minus 30 pounds. So we'll do 300 foot-pounds, and then you do torque turn an extra 120 degrees. So we'll torque the bolts, and then we'll mark them, and then we'll turn them that 120 degrees initial torque needed. So we'll get to doing that now. We're going to go to 300 foot-pounds. Okay, so we're going to we'll mark the bolts and the pads with paint marker, the 120 degrees, which is 2 flat spots. Basically there, here, marker socket, okay, so now I've got the two flat spots marked on the socket. Basically, you're just lining up the marks on the socket with your bolt, and you just turn it till the lines meet up, and that's your 120 degrees initial torque turn. Alright, so the torque turn is done. That's it for the track pads, or track pad. Alright, so I'm just in the midst of changing out these batteries, and my camera battery died, so I had it on the charger, but we're back now. So here's the batteries. The reason we're changing it is they're complaining that over the weekend, so Friday to Monday, the machine needs boosted, so it won't start. Monday, if they run it every day during the week, then it'll start the next day. But he says pretty hard starting, or weak, and yeah, having to boost it over the weekend. So this battery here is kind of cracking apart. Usually when that happens, the plates are starting to separate in the case, and it starts pushing the case out. And these batteries don't look that, like, they look actually pretty old, honestly. I haven't seen this kind of part number. Nobody marked them. There's really no way of knowing. But they look like pretty old batteries to me. I don't know. And then there's a Packard. Who put a Packard battery in here? And they've got the silly stud posts, which I'm going to keep because those might come in handy someday. I have used them in a pinch, which somebody probably did here in this case, but we're going to replace all 4 batteries. And I don't like changing just one. They're complaining about consistent battery drain. So we'll put 4 new batteries in, and then we'll check the charging system, just make sure it's not overcharging. Usually if it's overcharging, you'll see all the batteries kind of splitting apart, but just one. I don't think there's an issue with the charging, just the battery itself. So yeah, I'll get them swapped out. We'll check the charge system. Alright guys, got these batteries switched out. Got the covers back on, cables are all tight. Even cleaned off the covers for them. And marked the batteries, the date. And yeah, this battery here cracked apart on this side too. So this battery was reading around 9 volts on its own. These ones are around 12, 12.4, 12.8. Never load tested them to see what they would actually hold, but yeah, good time to change batteries, I think. So we'll fire the machine up, and we'll make sure, we'll see what the charging system's sitting at. Make sure it's not overcharging the batteries, and that it is charging, which I would think it is, but that it wasn't dead every day. This thing wouldn't run if the charging system wasn't working. So yeah, let's fire it up. Okay, so let's jump in the cab. We're gonna see what this horn, see if it even works. I don't remember which joystick it's on. I think one's gonna be a horn, and then one on the top, there's a little push button. Oh, we got a horn there. Let's see. Oh, pretty weak. That's not gonna get the rock truck driver attention when he's sleeping. So I think this one is an automatic engine speed control. Yeah, this one. So this one's just... Alright, well, I think that was easy. I think we're just going to order a horn. It's just sounding pretty weak. We'll check the connections on it anyway. And see if only one is, probably just one is working, or yeah, we'll have a quick look, but I think we'll order a horn, set of horns for it. Okay, so I just checked the connections on the horns, and they look all right. I'm gonna say let's put a set of horns in. Pretty late in the day. I'd like to go home. It's probably gonna be a three-hour drive home at least. I feel like I've driven at least, or going to be, 7 hours or 8 hours today. So yeah, we'll get a set of horns for it. I think this machine is being moved to a site closer to home next week, so we'll do the horns then. Yeah, so batteries are done, trackpad's done, and I guess we'll clean up and head out. Alright guys, that's enough for me today. I'm all changed in my clean clothes. That's the best thing you can do, is bring clean clothes, especially when you're driving far and you know it. Something to change into, and yeah, get out of work boots and pants into shorts. So thanks for watching, and I might end the video here and compile some some other jobs into it. And yeah, so I appreciate yous. Like, subscribe, comment. If you know, comment whatever you want, say hi, and I look forward to making more videos for you. So take care, guys.